I swear the figure was here just a minute ago. How are you? Welcome to another unboxing here on the Angry Hero 79 channel here on Twitch and YouTube. Thanks for joining me. I today will be opening up a Fantastic Four figure. It is the from the Marvel Superheroes collection, Cosmic Defenders. And it is Invisible Woman with Catapult Power Launcher. Now, the reason I have this is because I plan to use this particular figure and I guess in a way sacrifice it so I can create the character known as Cloud. She's a defender, or he, she. It's a man and a woman occupying the same character. So that's the deal. And all it basically is that it's just a woman. The woman when she's a woman, it looks like this, but just nude. But I would just have like cotton surrounding the body, like the parts that you're not supposed to see. So, so I bought this for cheap, and I figured, I don't have anything to open right now. Behind me, I've got Blood Omen, The Legacy of Kain, playing behind me. I needed a book game that has some sort of preview to it. Hopefully this does have a preview to it. But it's a PlayStation game that like probably a lot of people will remember when they had PlayStations. First when they first came out, and the game's not that great, but you played what you had, and that's probably what they had when they had PlayStation. So, Blood Omen. So let's get to this figure. I'm not going to waste any time. As you can see on the cover here, on the front here, you got a picture of Sue, catapult power launcher, invisible woman. Warning: contains small parts. So FYI. And then you have the old school Fantastic Four logo up here. It's Sue as she's shooting her invisible beam. Got a nice picture of Sue up here in the corner. And as you can see, she comes with the catapult power launcher, as well as some sort of doodad. So I don't know exactly what that part is, and then you have the figure. On the back, you got the instructions on how to use the figure, or how to enact this power launcher. Let me go ahead and read the paragraph. The Invisible Woman loves to vanish into thin air. She can also use her amazing power to turn other people and things invisible too. The Invisible Woman can also create invisible force balls and discs she can mentally throw at enemies. I wish she could turn my student Det invisible. That'd be great. She can levitate herself and others out of harm's way with this invisible force, and in the blink of an eye. Zero villains know what they can't see can hurt them when they have to fight the invisible woman. Invisible woman. I used to be a DJ, like a radio DJ. I used to speak. Like that was my deal. Like I used to speak for a living. And that I don't know why anybody would have hired me to do that, because I can't say the word invisible without ruining it. Use her invisible catapult launcher to spring her into action. And as you can see, we have a diagram here of her. I'm assuming, so it looks like that thing, this four thing, is something she wears on her back for some reason. Don't know what it is, but it's something she wears on her back. And who jumps into battle like that? She's kind of doing like she's doing the Genesis. If you remember the Genesis, of course, this is dates me how old I am. The Genesis "I Can't Dance" video, and they just kind of walk in that fashion. Well, she's kind of. If you tilt her this way, she's kind of doing this hand foot walk or whatever. But yeah, if you hit this gimmick at the bottom, you hit it real hard, and it makes explosion images, and that's how that works. On the back here, we also have the other figures that are in this line. Got ourselves the repainted Daredevil. Got ourselves Sue. Got ourselves a multi-jointed Spider-Man. We've got Punisher, who now this is the same Punisher. Actually, no, it's not the same Punisher. This is the original. There's two Punishers. There was the original one that came out that had actually. Is there three Punishers? Because this one doesn't have the cap firing action. Not this one. I mean, this one just has the arsenal, but this one just has the silly coat. Maybe it does have the cap firing action, but it also comes with the Gambit coat, the coat that Gambit came with, which me and my brother used to call the fruit roll up coat. And then you have a repainted Captain America that turns out to be a U.S. agent, which I do, again, I love this U.S. agent because it just simply, they just literally did not give a fuck and just painted over the entirety of the costume, so you can still see Captain America's star on this figure, even though it's, U.S. agent. And then we have, let's see, we down here we got. I think this is Slime Spores Venom. We got ourselves a Hulk. Got ourselves. Looks like another multi-jointed Spider-Man. Doctor Doom, which I have a video of that. You can actually see me open that. Captain America, the aforementioned Captain America. We have the Punisher, and he's got all of his weapons there. And there was a one that came with multi weapons, like it was just like multi weapon arsenal, like that was his gimmick. So that's that one. And then Doctor Octopus. That is your Marvel superheroes collection from 1994. This is from 1994. So let's get this open. This particular mold of Sue, because since it's being 1994, about a year later. Oh wow, this is coming right open. About a year later, we got all the Fantastic Four figures, and we got a Sue there, and one that the Sue from the Fantastic Four line, you see everywhere. Like that figure is like, it's like the Alpha Flight when you go to comic books conventions and you're looking out to the dollar boxes and you see Alpha Flight. Like that's what you see with this that Sue figure. This one not as much, but this one's still pretty cheap. So here's the card. As you can see, we got some comic book panels behind it. I don't know from where this is particularly what it shoots from, but it looks like a 90s-ish issue because it's just the shading and the color there looks something to be from that era, but it's not Sue's weird 90s costume that she ended up having. But here's Sue. She looks like a doting wife, and she's telling Reed something, and Reed's probably rudely ignoring her because he's a misogynist. But yeah, this particular figure, she came originally, I believe, the first version, because this is the 94 version, but there's a 92 version of this that just came with this thing. This thing just came with this thing, and it was a vanishing. Like she had vanishing like paint on her. So sometimes you see this figure, and she has like it looks like it's sun bleached, like it's white or just a darker shade of yellow or whatever. So it looks kind of gross. But then they re-released it like this, and then they also re-released it in the Marvel Hall of Fame line, and I believe it's just a different. It might be Vanishing Paint, but I know the blue is a different color. So really, not much else to this figure. Here's the figure itself. It's I'm trying to think if they've used this mold for anything else. I mean, maybe the women's body mold they've used, but not particularly the head. I don't remember this head being used. I know that when they put out the second, the new version of Fantastic Four figures, and they put her out, like that mold got used a lot for a whole bunch of different characters, which like that you've probably seen released, but not think so much this one. But she's going to make a fine Cloud. Look forward to messing with that. I guess since we have her, we'll see if we can recreate the back of the package. So here's her Fantastic Four gimmick thing that just snaps right in, actually. Nice, nice. Listen to that snap. Yeah, that's a hearty snap. These joints are a little tight on this one arm here. I'm afraid I'm going to break it. Okay, no, I didn't break it. I'd be very pissed if I did. Urgh. But yeah, just a basic figure. Now this particular piece here, this is supposed to be her launcher. This is what it is, her launcher. But this thing, of course, as you can see, there's an X on it. That's because this is just a repainted piece, accessory piece from Cannonball of the X-Force line. So, because that's what Cannonball came with the same piece, like a launching piece, and it's actually pretty detailed when you look at it. Like, they could have just made this just a random thing. They could have not done anything with it, but it's pretty detailed when you look at it here. And unfortunately, I don't believe this fits on her back like it's supposed to with. No, it doesn't fit on her back. I think it's supposed to fit on her back like or fit on. It fits on Cannonball's back because he's got two holes. That's why there's these two pegs here. But yeah, let's see if it actually works. Put her in the action pose. Launch. I thought she said lunch. So yeah, that's Sue. That's a Visible Woman from the 1994 Marvel Superheroes line. There she is up close. There she is from the back. Got her deal here with her little pin thing, which actually it fits so snugly in here. Snugly in here. I actually appreciate this figure more because it fits so nice in here. It's just a nice fit, and it makes me feel good. Here she is in action again. All right, that's it for this episode of me opening up action figures. Thanks for watching. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Angry Hero Sean. You can also find my channel here at Angry Hero 79. And please rate and review this video if you like it. If you're on Twitch, please subscribe. And that would be awesome. And catch my podcast, Worst Collection Ever, every Thursday on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We're on a whole bunch of places, so that would be really dope as well. All right, folks, thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.